Yeah. All right, you guys. So, man, it's your boy Ticket, man. And y'all already know I'm back with the one and only. You guys already know who he is, man. Jay Hood, formerly from DBlock. Most of you guys know. Now he's indie doing his thing.
Yes,
He
sir.
got he got new projects coming, and we're gonna plug that in this show. We're gonna plug that in this show. And after this show, you guys will be able to check the link. I'm gonna put at the top of the comment section. I'm gonna put a link. He actually has a YouTube channel, and we're gonna put the link to his new projects and his other projects that you guys can go check out as well. That we want you guys to check out that he
For
has had
sure.
out and that he has coming out. Hood, what's up, man?
My guy Ticket, man. What it look like, man?
The same grind, man. You know what it is, dog. We
For
we
sure.
always building. You know what I'm saying,
For sure. For sure.
man? Look, man. Let's start off by this, bro. So I woke up today and I seen that they said that they think LeBron James gonna lead the Lakers, man. They talking about the Spurs is the favorite team for him to go to, and I'm
Right.
thinking, and they saying that because I don't know if you know he got a son, his son
Yeah.
Bronny.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Yeah, his son Bronny, man, he over at USC. At but he not playing too well right now. He had the heart condition, so he
Yeah.
started out kind of slow.
Yeah. They got
He
him
ain't
on that minutes restriction and all that.
yeah, he ain't really got on track too much yet. And so, but now he's starting like a couple games ago, the starting point guard got hurt. So
Uh huh.
now he really getting a shot. Now he really getting minutes. But
Yeah.
LeBron on his side as a father, he really like pushing that thing because he want to play with his son. You know what I'm saying? So he telling
Right.
people like, yo, my son, I want to play with my son. He pushing his son to get drafted. So like a couple days ago, it was a report came out, even though his son ain't been playing well, a report came out that his son probably gonna get drafted, like probably in the second round of this coming up draft this summer coming up. And
Right. Right.
so, a lot of people got mixed reactions about it, but the reports saying that LeBron could opt out of his contract after this year with the Lakers because he got like a clause in his contract where he can
Right.
opt
Right.
out after this season. And
Yeah.
basically they're saying he gonna do that to control the field because he don't told people he want to play with his son. So
Right.
with LeBron come big business, big money. So
Already.
if he opt out of his deal, then pretty much all these teams that got picks in the second round, they're gonna be thinking like, if we get Bronny, we can get LeBron. That's big business.
Yeah. It's a package deal.
What do you think about the report coming out saying that the Spurs is the odd-on favorites to land LeBron James if he lead the Lakers this summer?
I mean, first and foremost, I seen that also, man. I didn't really put too much stock into it though, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Like I glanced at it and kind of like did just that, and I like kept scrolling. But I happen to think that another year in college for Bronny will do him justice. You know what I mean? Like, don't get me wrong, he's in a development stage. You know what I mean? Like he has to like keep developing, and another year would I think get him where he needs to be as far as skill wise, right?
Right.
But let's say hypothetically he did get drafted in the second round. Uh, I mean, the Spurs wouldn't be a bad landing place. You know, they got Wemby. Let's say Bron did opt out and he got picked up by the Spurs. They will automatically become a powerhouse.
That's a fact. I'm thinking, look, I'm right on the lines with you, and it's gonna be extra big money for that organization, and it's gonna be extra publicity that you ain't never seen before over there. Even when they had Tim Duncan, they wasn't getting this type of publicity that they'll get if LeBron end up going over there. But let me ask you this.
Look, hold on. Before you get in that, what up you get into? Imagine, I mean, of course, Bron is at his latter stage in his career, but Bron and Popovich, you feel me?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy, right? And they always talk about he ain't never have a good coach. Well, he'll have one then. He'll have a legendary lock Hall of Fame coach that have won multiple championships. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
But I want to ask you this though, based off that. Let's talk about the other teams though, man. Do you think, like, for example, do you think like the Knicks or the Nets should think about that? Maybe trying to draft Bronny to get LeBron James. What would it be like? What would it be like though, Hood, if they did that? Like if the Knicks or the Nets were to draft Bronny and get LeBron James in New York, what would that scene look like, man?
First of all, if the Knicks was to ever throw their hat into the Bronny James contest and possibly pick up Bron, that would turn the city upside down. You know what I mean? It don't matter if Bron would be about to turn 40, just LeBron coming to the city, period. Liddy ain't even the word. You know what I mean? You know, anywhere that man go, like you said, the bag follow, he generates a more than significant amount of bread anywhere that he goes. So, man, New York would be crazy.
Do you think, like, for example, like right now, when you look at the Knicks, they're a solid team. They're a good playoff team.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're a good second round team. Maybe they can get to the conference finals this year if they do the best they can do. But do you think that if they got a chance, they should take that shot?
Me personally, do I think they should? I mean, it wouldn't hurt. Even if they didn't land him, it wouldn't hurt to try. You know what I mean? Who knows what could happen?
I mean, because if they land him and his son,
yeah,
bro, that's gonna be
man,
crazy.
The Garden gonna be crazy if that was to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
man.
Listen, New York's gonna be crazy if that happens, bro.
Fact though.
And I'm just thinking about it because
I mean, why are you talking about New York, man? Listen, the Sixers might as well throw their hat in it too if that's the case, man. Imagine, Bron and Embiid and Bronny on the 76ers too, man. Listen,
that's facts, bro. But if they was to pull that off, man. Even at 40, bro, he's 39 years old, still averaging like 26 a game, bro.
Yeah. So
let's say he's 40 and he's still giving you 25. That's better than almost 90% of the league, bro.
Facts. Bro, and look, and let's not get it twisted. He can average 30 if he wants to. Right now, still.
That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. I get that to you, bro. That's a fact, man. If he wanted to put up 30, he could. He liked to play the all-around game, stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But yo, man, I'm just thinking any team that get his son, bro. I don't care what team you is, bro.
While we talking about teams, do you think the Lakers are going to do the right thing and try to draft him if he was available for a second round?
That's the thing. That's the thing. The thing that I think it depends on this, bro. I think the Lakers going to look at it like they're going to look at the free agent market and see if we lose Bron, are we going to be able to pick up anything in that market or via trade that can keep us relevant along with AD when Bron go? Because when Bron go, you're going to lose about 10 TV games. You're going to lose a lot of merchandise sales, all of this stuff. But if you keep him and bring Bronny, you think it's stupid now? Now it's fitting to really get crazy. So that's the Lakers going to have to make that. That's a decision. That's going to be like a money and a business decision that they got to make. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Jimmy Buss better do the right thing like Spike, man.
Because I can see the Cavs coming in doing it too. Like, if the Cavs, where they at right now, they're a second round team, playoff team. But if they don't really like advance, I can see them doing that to try. I can see teams like Atlanta doing that. I can see teams like the Pistons doing that. These are teams that are small market teams. That, I mean, Atlanta is a big market, but these are teams that, like, if he go there, bro, the value of the franchise instantly triple or quadruple.
And let's be honest, Bron could probably play another 2 to 3 years if he really wanted to, but it is a possibility also that might be his last year playing. You know what I mean? Like the year that he plays with Bronny. Who knows? You know what I mean? So everyone is going to want to put their hands in it.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you though, dog. I think he need a couple more. I think he need at least another full year to like get himself get his feet under himself and get himself on track to where he can really have a good off season, because he had a bad off season with everything that happened to him. I mean, kid almost lost his life. You know what I'm saying? So I think if he got a good off season and then he come into next season starting and then he's able to play the whole season and be able to play better and be able to have a better chance be in the starting lineup, I feel like he would be better coming into the situation. I think now, if he just came in like this now, it's a business decision by a lot of teams. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, because anyone can see right now, especially during the last few games, he's just now getting in rhythm. You know what I mean? Like with the minute restrictions being on him, so he needs that time, man. You know what I mean? You don't want to just throw him into the frying pan immediately like that. He need to develop.
Right. Now look,
But me personally though, I think Bryce gonna be that one though.
Yeah, he tall. He run around with direct specs on. He's square business, man. he do look like he gonna be the one, and they're not really talking about him like that right now because he not in that same position as Bronny in college right now.
Yeah.
I know when he gets to college, they really gonna ramp that up on him.
I think he might be the one that mess around and go straight from college, like first year type. You know what I mean?
No, I'm with you on that. Most definitely. Look, I talked to a few NBA cats about this situation with Draymond Green, man, and all of them felt away. They was just saying that like the stuff that he doing and that he did, he wouldn't be able to pull off back in our era. They said that cats would have. Well, Draymond been out here punching dudes out.
Oh, you talking about Draymond?
Yeah, he been out here knocking dudes because Draymond got these guys shook, bro. You can't convince me he don't got these guys shook. He got all these guys shook because if you sitting out here knocking dudes out, punching dudes, kicking dudes, stomping on dudes, and ain't nobody did nothing, they all scared of you, bro. I don't have no other because at the end of the day, hood, we all men.
Facts.
And if you don't have that response, and then here's the thing that hurt me, hood, they're teammates, bro. How a dude punch me out and ain't none of my teammates do nothing, bro?
They're like, man, that's Draymond, man.
Come on, bro. Bro, he put it, my man, he put a nigga in a chokehold and dragged the nigga 20 feet. Did nobody do nothing.
Yoked him up.
Come on, bro. Bro, he did this in the NBA game. He stomped on a nigga chest in the NBA game in the playoffs last year, bro.
Big 7 foot plus dude. You know
Come on, man.
Yoked him up. What you doing? Come in, man.
Hood. And ain't nobody doing nothing.
Facts.
Nothing. Ain't nobody stole off on him. Ain't nobody jumped him. Ain't nobody waited for him outside.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
We're supposed to be lit.
Come on, man. So a couple NBA cats told me like, yo, he wouldn't be able to pull that off in that era back then because you had other dudes, you had other goons back then. Yeah. That was and other dudes that was hard-nosed dudes that was gonna bring it back to him. They wasn't gonna lay down like
for that. We in this era right now though. So
right. And he owned this era. We got to be honest. He owned this era as far as how he doing these cats, bro.
Man, it's disrespectful. He got no respect for none of them cats.
None. And many times refused to apologize to them cats, standing on business. But I want to ask you, bro, because he now is trade rumors. The Warriors been falling apart this season, bro. Yeah. They traded Jordan Poole last year. Jordan Poole looked horrible in Washington this year, bro. He just looked like he looked like his game fell off the cliff, man. But now the Warriors, Draymond, he been suspended multiple times already this season. He's been suspended 2 times already this season. And so now the team has fell apart. The Golden State Warriors, man, they out of the whole playoff picture right now. They fall into the bottom of the NBA, and now they saying this. The reports came out that they're willing to trade everybody except for Steph Curry. My question to you is this, bro. Do you think they should trade Draymond Green, or how do you feel about that situation?
I mean, it all depends what they can get back from him. You know what I mean? I don't think that the whole idea of or the possibility of trading him should be off the table. You know what I mean? Because if they could get something of significant or equal value, hey, why not? You know what I mean? Even though Draymond plays a specific role over there, he's their enforcer. If you could get someone that kind of duplicates the role that he plays and something else in return, why not, man? Because I think it's time for them to destroy and rebuild over there. What they got right now ain't working, man. You know what I'm saying? And you want to continue to build on what they have while you still got, a somewhat fresh Steph. You feel me? Your boy Clay ain't been Clay since, before he got hurt. So he's expendable. You could get rid of him as well. You know what I mean? Like, it's just time to rebuild over there, man. That's just my personal opinion. But Draymond, yeah, I mean,
why not? It's that time. They did everything. You think that team did everything they could do with those guys, with him, Clay, and Steph Curry?
Yeah, it ran this course, man.
Yeah, I think that too, bro. I think that if you get to a point where we ain't gonna be able to win it no more like that no more, but I still got one of these guys playing at an all-time level, like
Break it
Steph.
down. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta put somebody else around him in order to. Now, for me, if Clay want to stay and he want to take a pay cut, then I'll keep him just because he off the strength. He helped me get a lot of world championships. He ain't really been that much trouble for me. I'll keep him and try to move all them other pieces they got on the team and try to get somebody else significant in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, knock the whole building over, bring some new pieces up in there, and see what happens, man. It can't get no worse than it is right now.
Bro, if it do, Curry gonna mess around and ask for a trade if it stay worse, if it stay bad like this, bro. They gonna end up losing Curry.
You think so? I think Curry want to retire a Warrior.
I do too, but I think also, remember, his pops and them, they from North Carolina. Fact. So he could end up trying to get over to the Hornets.
I don't think he'll ever do that.
Well, it was a rumor before that he could have been interested before he signed his new deal.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason why I said that, because his pops live in North Carolina and his pops played for the Hornets. So I was just thinking, like, you know, based off those rumors and stuff like that, that would be the only situation I would see maybe him going back to his hometown. But I do agree with you that I feel like he probably want to be a Warrior for life. Yeah. But then again, Steph Curry, he want to win. I think he want to put pressure on it. I think he might use it as a threat, not really wanting to do it, but to put pressure on them to get him some other help, man. Because you let KD walk, he got into it with Draymond. That pushed KD out. So that helped you lose. Even though you won after that another championship, that helped you lose more championships in the end. Because I think they would have won more championships if KD would have stayed versus him leaving.
Yeah, Curry has to leverage his power to put, like you said, pressure on the organization to get them pieces that's needed, you know, around him, man.
Right.
Because as everyone can see right now, it's not working. It ain't it, man. You know what I mean? Like the pieces they got right now, they cool, but cool ain't gonna cut it in the Western Conference, man.
Right. No, I'm with you, dog. Look, I want to shift over. I want to talk about your career a little bit, man. So for all the people that's in here that didn't check out our last time we was on, man.
For sure.
So let's go to the beginning, bro. How did you know you could rap, bro?
Man, you know, I came up under, you know, anyone that has an older brother, you try to do what they do. You know what I mean? Try to emulate them. My brother introduced me to hip hop. I learned about hip hop and I heard hip hop. Everything that I took a liking to as far as like artists, I learned from him and I heard from him. So everything he was listening to, I listened to. You know what I mean? I came up on Wu-Tang. I came up on Goody Mob, Outkast, Helter Skelter, Ghetto Boys. You know what I mean? Nas, of course, Pac, my favorite artist. But, you know, all those type of people like that really contributed to hip hop, the real pioneers and stuff like that. So once I started really like hearing all the different artists that my brother used to play, I'm like, you know what? Let me give this a shot. So I was like around 9 years old when I first realized that I could put words together, and I got a little bit more serious with it at like 10 and 11.
How do you put rhymes together like you do, dog? Like, how do you come up with the stuff you think about, bro? Like, because the shit you say is crazy on the track, man. You'll be saying some shit like, and nigga be like, damn, bro. Because like when I heard you on the mixtapes at first, when you was coming out, I was like, damn, how this nigga be saying all this shit? Like,
man, I'm gonna tell you what contributed to, you know, a lot of the stuff that I spit and that I was spitting, man. Doing a lot of reading, you know what I mean? Like trying to think of the most radical and most craziest stuff that you could come up with that have people like, yo, what in the hell made him say that? Or how did he come up with that? Like, did you hear what he just said? You know what I mean? Like, so I was already, you know, I had adopted that thinking process. And then when I ended up getting with the Locks, they just gave me a few more jewels to add to my repertoire. They like, listen, man, never spit the first thing that come to your mind. You know what I mean? Like, always more so go with the second or third idea, because that's a clear indication that you gave a little bit more thought to it. So never just go with the first thing. So I took that, and that made me even better than I was before I met them.
Hood, how did anybody even find you? Like when you was rapping, like where was you rapping at? Did somebody found you and say, "Yo, this nigga can rap"?
Yo, bro, I used to, man, listen, I was so determined to get on from a young age. You know what I mean? Like I first, got offered a deal when I was 11 years old. I could have signed with EMI Records. They wanted me to be Bow Wow before Bow Wow. You know what I'm saying? So I used to rap in front of the barbershop. I used to just get my hustle on, whatever way I could. I used to sell my mother's old perfumes out of old pocketbooks standing in front of the barbershop. I used to, take the magazines. I don't know if you remember Columbia House. They used to offer them little deals. You get like 20 CDs for like 10 cents.
Uh-huh.
I used to do that, get the CDs, go in front of the barbershop, sell them, rap in front of the barbershop. People used to pay me to spit. I do that, rap in front of my uncle. Same thing, man. I remember vividly. I don't know how I did it, but I remember getting Rampage from Flipmo's number from somebody when I was like young. And I used to ring his phone off the hook, man, every week. He used to be like, yo, who is this? And how you get my number, man? I'm like, look, I'm trying to get on. Every week I used to bug him, man. I got one of the Charlotte Hornets numbers. I was doing the same thing to him. I was just running around crazy. We ended up moving to New York. And, like I said, I told this story a few different times, but I wouldn't recommend nobody to do this now. But I found out at the time, Mace was one of my favorite rappers. My mother befriended his mother at the shelter we used to live in. She told us where
Mace.
Yeah, she told us where Mace's mother lived at. I took my demo to Mace's mom's crib. I popped up right at her house. She looking at me like I'm from Jupiter. She like, yo, who are you? What are you doing there? Like, I'm like, listen, I mean no harm. I'm one of your son's biggest fans. I know you probably heard that a million times, you know what I mean? But I don't want nothing from you, but I just want to ask you if you could get this demo to him. You feel me? It won't be a waste of your time. Whether she did it or not, I can't confirm it, but I definitely went to her crib with it. I remember I went to Kinko's. I made my own artwork to the demo. I made my flyers. I did everything. I typed it up on the computer. It was real shabby looking and all that, but I did it nonetheless. You feel me?
Right.
I gave it to him, and I was supposed to get signed to the Lost Boys before I met the Lock, so I was running around with Spig Nice. He ended up catching the case, bank robbery or something like that, so that kind of went downhill. And then, I moved to Yonkers, found out where the Lock stayed, found out where they hung at.
Damn.
Started going around there and just like literally.
So you literally built your buzz up in the street at first, just rapping in the street. Rapping in front of barbershops and stuff. So you built your buzz. So people was already saying, yo, this little nigga can rap.
Yeah,
then you was going and finding anybody that you thought was important that could get you close to where you wanted to be.
Yeah, I'm popping up at dudes' cribs and all that. You know what I mean? Like on top of rapping at school, I'm going to people's houses. Like, you know what I mean? I went to Sheik house. His uncle like, yo, another just like Mace's mom. What are you doing here? How you know where we live at?
How was you finding out where they live though?
Don't try this at home, y'all. Don't do this now because it's different.
How was you finding out where they live, Hood?
It's asking different people. Like, listen, where dudes live at? Right. Oh, no, we live over there, or they live over there. Oh yeah, watch this. Popping up. I'm trying to get on, man. I'm hungry.
So how did you finally, how did you finally get discovered? Like how by
like I said, just hanging around where they hung out at. Going around there constantly, consistently, just rapping with different neighborhood DJs, throwing myself in different ciphers with kids around the neighborhood, until they took a liking to me and they started like embracing me coming around, and they actually recommended me to go to Rough Riders to go to this thing they call the dungeon down there, where anybody who was nice, you went to Rough Riders to go battle. So I went there, I battled all type of people. I was actually supposed to get signed.
Who did you see down there? Was anybody in particular?
All types of people, man. Me and Cassidy sparred multiple times. People from Baltimore, people from New Orleans. There was people from all over anybody who was nice around the United States. They came there to get it in, and I done ran through and had spars with a lot of different people. But I was supposed to get signed to Rough Riders originally, but me and Sheik sat down. He like, listen, man, you could sign with Double R, which is somebody who, a label that's already established, or you could be part of a brand new movement, and help us start this. So I decided to help start something new.
Now, hold on, Hood. when you say you went down to the spot, people down there, cats that was down there rapping, they could get signed down. If they was nice, they could instantly get signed down there.
I mean, it wasn't like no, yo, we go, okay, you won this battle, we're about to sign you right now. It was more so like, because at the time they was calling us like Rough Rider pups, like the young dudes, because I was still in school. I would be battling, staying in the studio till like 6:30, 7 in the morning and going to junior high school straight from the studio type of stuff. So you were, depending on how nice he was, you would get put under the wing, you know what I mean? And then it will eventually lead to you being signed.
So who from the Locks originally was like, yo, this nigga nice, we gotta get this nigga, man? Who was the one?
It might have been Sheik. Because me and Sheik was, because this is what people don't know. Like, originally the whole idea to start DBlock, me, Sheik, his best friend, and my former manager, we sat down collectively and came up with the idea to start DBlock. The whole plan was for Sheik, because Kiss and SP, they had solo deals with Interscope already. Sheik don't have a solo deal, so they wanted to create a situation to where they could put Sheik out and put me out as the first artist. So, the whole DBlock idea came about, and that's what happened with that. And Sheik like, you know what, you're gonna be the first artist. Then Kiss came aboard, SP came aboard afterwards, and the rest was history.
The mixtape circle. Now, when did that come along? When you was all on all these mixtapes and stuff? Because that's when I heard you. Like, because I heard you, bro. They used to come to the barbershop and they used to sell the mixtapes.
Right. Pause 1 second, bro. Let me get this charger. I don't want this to. After we came up with the with the whole idea and the plan to start the movement, they brought somebody named Super Mario on board to be the vice president of the company. Right. Super Mario worked for a Bad Boy prior to being part of DBlock, right? He was in charge of the promotion over there and doing the marketing and stuff like that. So when he came over, he basically was the one who distributed all our freestyles to all these different DJs and all that. So he was responsible for getting us on all the mixtapes that you heard us on.
That was so. Hold on, let me ask you this, because I think a lot of people want to know about this. Because like I said, I used to be at the barbershop, bro, and in the barbershop they would come sell mixtapes, and in one of the mixtapes, I was always a Locks fan, anyways. But they started having these mixtapes, and you was on it. I'm like, yo, who is this nigga killing this shit? So I'm thinking, so when you do mixtapes in the game, the mixtape is hyping up. Why do artists do a lot of mixtapes when they first came back in that era?
All right, so back then, the mixtapes was obviously a little different than what they are right now. People call mixtapes right now different projects that have original content. They be doing like songs with original beats. They call it a mixtape. But back then, the original mixtapes was you jumping on somebody else's beat. You know what I mean? The hottest beats that was out at that time. You getting on there, you displaying your skill, you just going crazy. You showing people that you could spit. The whole idea was to show people that you could rip someone else's beat better than them. You know what I'm saying? So, in a nutshell, it just helps you get hot. It helps you warm yourself up. It helps you generate a buzz. You feel what I'm saying? And it fed the streets. It was a way for you to promote yourself, in the streets without dropping an official single.
Man, so how long would you guys spend in the studio on these mixtapes? Because y'all had like, bro, how many mixtapes you think you did at that time? How many mixtapes? How many mixtapes do you think you were part of, bro?
Collectively, like, man, thousands, man.
Had to been, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
So when they have all these different DJs and stuff doing the mixtapes, how was that working? Because I seen like sometimes I would see you, but they'd have different DJs and stuff that was putting out these mixtapes. Yeah, they wasn't in the studio with y'all. Most of them.
What happened is, Super Mario had a emailing list of different DJs. As soon as you get them, you just go on the computer, send them out. You know what I mean? Like, and ship them out to everybody. And the people that he had special relationships with, he'd get them exclusive joints. The only DJ that really used to sit in the studio with us all the time was a DJ that we kind of like made one of our in-house DJs. He was like, in a sense, our Who kid, except he didn't have a radio station. And I'm talking about DJ Big Mike. You feel me? Like we gave Big Mike all the exclusives. So anytime we dropped the tape, he had freestyles that nobody else had. You know what I mean? He put out mad different mixtapes from us. He'd put out a Chic mixtape. He'd put out a SP mixtape. I was one of the first New York artists to do a DJ Drama and Big Mike mixtape. You know what I'm saying? So we were just doing a lot of different stuff with the DJ cats, man.
Hood. That's why do you think they? Because your buzz, bro, was crazy, man. Like
Right.
at that time, like when you was coming up, the mixtapes is what made the mixtapes is what built a lot of artists' buzz that wasn't known. So
Absolutely.
when we listen to the mixtapes, bro, that's how I found out about you. That's how I found out about a lot of other artists that wasn't already like mainstream, like
Bro,
through the mix.
mixtape was so significant that hey man, mixtapes are the reason that people still know me 23 years later, man, without ever dropping an official single.
That's crazy, bro. So why do you think they stopped doing that now? Why don't you think they kept doing it? Because I thought the mixtapes to me still could be relevant if Cass was dropping them, bro. Like if they still had the mixtape circuit, I feel like unsigned talent would get discovered because it ain't like it used to be hood, like where you could go open up the magazines, whether it was the source or whatever, and you could read about certain artists, or you could just go to the mixtape circuit and hear a lot of new artists. Now the whole game seems like it's different. Why do you think they went away from the mixtapes like that, like y'all used to do?
You speaking about as far as like using the same formula?
Yeah, like they used to do. You know, bro, they used to just drop mixtapes. You go to the barbershop, niggas, new mixtapes, nigga, everybody on them.
Everything is about monetization now. You know what I'm saying? So the labels got more stricter. They don't allow different artists to use their artist beats. They be trying to sue everybody for using them, especially like if you getting money from it. So they try to like put a stronghold on people collecting money off these mixtapes. So people got away from that. They like, you know what, I'm gonna just start using original beats, putting out like, real songs and grossing income from that, because these labels, they on some BS. You feel me? Like if I drop a mixtape using somebody else's beat, now it's gonna go online and the label might, put a stop on the site from using the freestyle. They might put a disclaimer on it or whatever the case be, a copyright infringement, infringement or whatever you call that, and stop it from getting spanned. So to avoid that, let me just put out an original song, man, and make some cake for real.
So really, the hustlers in the streets was getting all the money from the mixtapes, and y'all wasn't really at that time. Y'all was just getting
that's exactly what was happening, man. You see what happened with DJ Drama, man. Like the thing he ran into with them Alphabet Boys, man. They caught him with a couple $100,000 in mixtapes and all that. Big Mike, same thing. They ran up in his crib, caught him with like $200,000 cash, such and such amount of mixtapes. So they was going out there really hustling and selling them wholesale to these mom and pop stores and all that. You feel me?
And y'all was doing it for free just to get the buzz.
Right.
That's crazy, man. So now, like for example, you got a YouTube channel.
You had some artists down south though that wasn't going for that. They was selling their own tapes out the trunk. You know what I mean?
They was they was getting it. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
That's a fact, bro. And so look, so like you got your own YouTube channel, and so you could just put out the music and the content. Because I seen, bro, this is one thing I respect about how you move, bro. Bro, when I saw you doing your own videos and stuff like that, bro, like, I was like, yo, this man really moving on some real, what? Let me ask you this. You being independent, and we'll talk about the stuff that happened when you was, in the basically quote unquote in the industry a later time. But when you're independent now, bro, how motivated now are you to put out all this content, bro? Because you got fire shit on your channel now, and I'm gonna put the link to his channel in this comment section. I'm gonna pin at the top so y'all can subscribe to his channel, bro. But how much are you motivated now, knowing that you can now monetize your own shit, get money off your own shit, and put your own shit out like when you want to do it?
Man, I'm super motivated, man. And being indie, see, this is a thing, man. A lot of people just look at the whole indie situation and just automatically think, it's cake. You could cake up. You could definitely cake up, but you have to be self-motivated. You have to be disciplined. You have to be hungry. You have to be consistent. You have to be a workaholic. All of the above. You know what I mean? Like me, I could easily, drop multiple projects consistently and all that type of stuff. But I haven't, really put nothing on my YouTube page for about a month now because I'm trying to concentrate on this new project that I'm working on. I'm taking my time with it, and I want to make it worth the wait for the people. So when I really post something else up, they gonna really see that it is what it is. You know what I mean? Make people, miss you, and they use your absence as a strength. You know what I mean? Well, you use your absence as a strength. So the next thing that people see on my YouTube channel going to be one of the videos from my new project and me talking about the new project. But I'm super motivated. I could drop when I want. I could come up with my own release dates. I feed the people the content that I want them to have, and I'm in total control of it.
Bro, so what projects are you got coming out? Get ready to come out?
Right now, I have a self-titled album called Joshua Hood that, it was scheduled to come out on my birthday, which is January 30th. But what I did was I was like, you know what? I'm going to just push it back so I could get a significant amount of time to do proper promotion, you know what I mean, and market it a little bit. So I'm putting it out February the 20th. But to me, me speaking realistically, I think this is my most well-rounded album that I'm ever releasing. You know what I mean? Like from a standpoint of the concepts, the hooks, the lyrical ability that I'm displaying, the production, just all around. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like super hyped and anxious to put this project out, so all the real hip hop heads could appreciate it and I could see how they receive it.
How much work do you put into when you do those music videos, bro? Because I see that you really out there shooting with the cam. You really out there like chopping it up, editing and stuff like that. How much work you putting into that stuff? You guys need to go check it out. Like I said, J Hood YouTube channel, man. Again, bro, he got the music videos on his channel.
Yeah.
And so a lot of you guys, a lot of you guys don't even know that. And now y'all gonna know that from watching these videos and stuff like that. So y'all need to go check it out.
Yeah, bro. I taught myself to edit. You know what I'm saying? How to edit these videos. I invested in camera equipment myself. It was a learning process. You know what I mean? You go through your trials and error and all that. It was times where I had real garbage videos, but I was learning. The thing was, I wasn't afraid to learn in front of my audience, though. You know what I mean? Like it was times where World Star used to post different videos up that I had shot back when I didn't really know what I was doing, and they tried to make me the butt of their jokes by labeling it like laundry room performance, such and such performance, and all that other type of stuff. But at the end of the day, I'm like, okay, they posting it, and also I'm doing it myself. You know what I mean? Right. Like, so I don't really care if anybody was laughing at it because listen, it's a process. At least I'm taking the initiative to learn a trait on my own, and I'm not relying on nobody else. You know what I mean? Like that's what I try to do. I try to cut the middleman out of the equation, so I would never have to rely on anybody. Even from the videos down to the studio. I got my own studio. I record when I want. I shoot videos when I want. Anything that I want to do, I do it when I want to do it. I don't depend on nobody.
Let me ask you this question. If every artist, mainstream, the biggest artist in the world, all these guys, would do it the indie way, how much money would these guys be making versus what they make now?
Man, I couldn't even put a cap on it. Seriously, man. I wish I would have known and had the same outlook and mentality that I have now as far as, with this independent vibe that I had back when I was young. Man, I could have made myself the next 50. You know what I'm saying? It just would have been crazy.
But this is not, hold on, but this is not even like, because like, let's talk about like the difference. For example, you got like, back then they had like record labels that was considered indies like Koch and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So, but what's the difference between like Koch, who a lot of guys was going to get money with Koch at that time, versus the major labels, right?
See, the thing, this is the difference.
What's the difference between that and now? Go ahead.
Okay, so a major label is looked at and viewed as a machine, right? Well, each label is a machine in itself anyway. And what I mean by a machine is you have staff, you have a faculty, you have different people that do different things. If you want a major label, they have different connections, they have different relationships with different people, they have marketing dollars, they have promotional dollars, and so on and so forth that they could put behind your project. And they put out so many different projects. Let's say, for instance, they have a an artist named Raquel. I'm just naming somebody. And Raquel went triple platinum the last time that she dropped. Okay, if you're on that same label as Raquel, they're gonna use every outlet that they put her on to fill that new artist in with. You know what I mean? So he's gonna be able to ride off that wave and eat off the connects that they got from her. So it's like you plugging each artist in where the other artists got plugged in at. Now, so that's kind of easy. But the thing with that is they're taking a bigger percentage of of what you're grossing because they're doing a lot more of the work. Now, if you're on an independent label, i.e. Koch, they're going to give you a bigger percentage of the pie because you're going to be doing way more work. You're going to have to do the leg work. You're going to have to be out there mingling. Like you're going to have to be mingling anyway, but you're just going to have to be doing way more work. Nowadays, you have Koch just reverted to and changed their name and to I don't know if it's E1, not E1, but I can't think of it at the time, but no, it's not E1. Empire.
Right.
So Empire, like before, Koch was the biggest independent company. It was a major independent company. Now you have Empire. That's the biggest independent company that all the artists are distributing their music through. So they give these artists an outlet and they just distribute the music and the artists do the legwork. But that's why they get a bigger slice of the pie though, because you're doing the legwork, you out there putting in all the work. And it just depends what kind of deal. So you could get different deals with these independent labels though. You could get a deal to where you paying for the majority of, the stuff, or you could get a deal to where the only thing they're doing is distributing you and they give you an advance also. So it just all depends how you structure your deal.
Hood, last couple of questions I want to ask you. First, how consistent are you going to, because you've been pretty consistent, but how consistent are you going to be dropping music videos, content, music for all the fans and stuff like that who have probably over the years wondered, hey man, where is Hood at? What happened with Hood? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because I hear a lot of people say that too. Like, yo, what happened? I'm like, yo, he got a YouTube channel. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, like this year, man, I plan to totally be extremely consistent, man. I just want the music to land on the ears that it's supposed to land on. You know what I mean? I don't want to just release projects just to release them. I'm trying to like earn my first top 10 iTunes project or something like that. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to get where it's supposed to go, but man, I'm loaded up already. I got at least like six different projects already recorded already just for this year. You know what I mean? So I'm loaded. As far as the videos go, I'm about to shoot 3 videos this week. We shooting a mini movie to go with the project. I plan on getting in another movie or 2 this year. And hopefully this year, God willing, man, everything's gonna be totally different this year. They're gonna be seeing me a lot. I'm gonna be dropping a lot of different vlogs, being all over the net, jumping on a whole bunch of different podcasts, and I'm gonna make it do what it do.
Yeah, so that's my last question pretty much for you was what are your desires for your future business endeavors? You know what I'm saying, as you go further in the game. What do you want to keep bringing to the game and giving to the game itself?
Man, I'm just trying to touch different areas in the game and just do different stuff, like do things that people may not expect me to do. You know what I mean? Like for instance, my uncle was one of the top 10 architects in the United States, and he's also a professor at Berkeley in California, right? So he has different deals with a lot of different people, and I have 5 different deals with his company right now, and those deals basically consist of me controlling the musical aspect of his exhibits that he do. One of the exhibits that he did was it's called 10 Towers Black Power, and it's basically it was inspired from the Black Panthers, so they displayed that at the MoMA Museum in New York, which is the Museum of Modern Art. And if you was to see that, it also got picked up in San Diego at the MoMA too. So if you go see that, you could hear the music that I made for that project. You know what I'm saying? And I just also recently did one for a project that he did called Free in Washington, D.C. So this year I'm doing like 4 more projects for him. So I'm trying to incorporate, my music with art. And I also am an artist myself too. So I'm dropping a lot of different pieces this year, and I'm gonna incorporate them in my videos. And aside from that, Last year I dropped 2 ebooks, so I'm dropping 3 more ebooks this year. It's gonna be it's gonna consist of poetry, spoken word, and life quotes and words to live by.
Look, so everybody that's listening, what Hood's gonna do is I'm gonna have all the links to where you guys can go check out the music and the projects he's already dropped,
Yes, sir.
and also to his ebooks, his YouTube channel, and you guys are gonna start seeing a lot more Hood over here. I've already talked to Hood. We working on something. It's gonna be something that we're gonna do that's gonna be big. Trust what I'm telling y'all.
I need everybody to right now. I need everybody to make sure you follow your boy, man. I got a new Instagram. I mean, it ain't. It's fairly new. My old one got shut down. Instagram did some BS. But follow me right now at Real J Hood _. You know what I mean? Like I don't care if you want X. If you want X, Real J Hood, like Real J Hood. If you want IG, Real J Hood _. Follow your boy, get me up, and it's nothing but love. You feel me? I appreciate everybody that been supporting the boy. New album on the way called Joshua Hood, and you about to see what it is. I'm telling you right now, man. I'm going for album of the year, no cap.
Hey Hood, I'm gonna put that information. I'm gonna pin it at the top of the comment section. All of the information that you guys can find for Hood. Anybody that has any want to do any business with you, booking information, any of this stuff,
Yeah.
That's how they can contact you.
Yeah, hit me up on IG, man. If you or anybody that's inquiring about a feature, or if you're trying to do any business of any sort, DM me on Instagram, or you can holler at me on my Gmail, which is featuresfromhood@gmail.com, man. I'll get back to you on a timely fashion, and we make some shape.
Hey Hood, send me all that stuff on the inbox. I'm gonna put it in the comment section for everybody. I'm gonna pin it at the top so y'all know where to buy his projects, or where to stream his projects, where to subscribe to his YouTube channel, where to find him at on social media, and how to hit him up on his email, man.
Yeah, and ticket. Yo, everybody be asking me too. I don't know. I mean, act like it's like a foreign thing or something, man. Look, all my albums are where everybody else's albums are. If you ever looking for any one of my projects, man, go to Apple Music, go to Spotify, go to Google Play, go to anywhere else that you get all your other albums at. My music is right there. Just type my name in and it'll pop up. You feel me? I got like 9 or 10 solo albums out right now. An album with Yuck Mouth out. I got an album with Big Twin from Infamous Mob. You know, we flooded up, man.
We're gonna keep posting this stuff too on our channel too, so everybody stay tuned. So y'all stay in contact, stay tuned, and stay plugged into what we got going on, man. Shout out to J Hood for coming through today, man. I appreciate your time, brother.
Man, appreciate you, boy.
Man, you already know it's all love, man.
Yes, sir.
No doubt. And we out of here, bro. Salute, y'all.